Welcome everyone to the 2021 annual Striving to Succeed event and virtual fashion show. I'm Nat Ford, Chairman of the Board of Directors for Goodwill Industries of North Florida, and it is my sincere pleasure to be with you here today. This year is unique as we embark on our first ever virtual friend-raising event in the history of Goodwill of North Florida. We are thrilled that you have joined us today, whether to learn more about Goodwill's impact or you are just curious about the fashion available in our retail stores. Goodwill Industries of North Florida is a local, not-for-profit organization that removes barriers to employment through training, education, and career opportunities for the communities we serve. Our programs and services drive our mission. 92 cents of every dollar spent goes directly towards providing services and growing our programs that serve tens of thousands of individuals each year through our A-Step, Take Stock in Children, and our Good Careers Centers. For those of you hosting watch parties today, please share your photos on Facebook or Instagram and tag Goodwill of North Florida, and you could be featured on our page. And now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I'm RG Mitra. I'm a designer, stylist, and seamstress. The Goodwill Fashion Show, we do it annually, and we have Jacksonville celebrities walking the runway in Goodwill fashions. This year we're doing a virtual format, and we're actually following these celebrities around Jacksonville. I'm excited for this year's format because it really showcases the city we live in, and Jacksonville is such a beautiful town. I feel like shopping at Goodwill is true sustainability. You know, we're not buying a brand new garment in a store. We're giving garments that are at Goodwill and donated by those in our community new life. With the year that we've had, I really wanted to have a lot of color, a lot of fun pattern and texture, and just tailor that to everyone's personalities.
My name is Sadie Akers, and I work at First Coast News. You may have seen me in Fashion Fridays with Goodwill on WTLV MPC 12 and WJXX ABC 25. So my style is kind of eclectic. So I kind of look at the current trends, but I definitely do a mix of vintage. I really love like old vintage styles and cuts like 1950s. It's very much my style, and Goodwill has all of that. Okay, RG, now what do you think about this one? I think it's so fun and summery.
Yes, I love how fun it is.
Thank you.
And I love how you've tied it off to the side like this.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely thought just that.
This dress is so fun on Sadie. I love that it's an easy dress, but it's got really fun stripes and it's so flowy.
Okay, RG, so what do you think about this look? I absolutely love it.
Oh, I'm glad because it looks so cozy and comfortable.
Yes, the dress is super soft. It's like really plush. And then this jacket, I'm really surprised. I wouldn't have thought to put these two things together, but I think it really ties it up.
You know, this dress actually works on its own. It's got a fun flair to it, but also the jacket has the drape too. So those things together are really fun.
It's very twirly. I love it.
I love a jacket that's got neutral prints and then bringing color back into the look by finding a fun dress for underneath. I have a fun long sleeve lace dress for her, and it's this really great poppy color. I know she doesn't normally wear lace, but I thought this would look so good on her.
Okay, Archie, what do you think about this one? Oh, I love it, and I also love these bell sleeves. I think it just gives it that nice kind of retro feel.
I knew you were a sleeve girl.
Yes. It's not something I would normally pick out, but this color with the shoes, it just pops. It's so cute.
This color looks so good, and the fact that it's lace just is such a fun detail. I think Sadie's gonna do a great job on the runway. She's gonna look fabulous.
Hi, my name is Melanie Lawson Minor. I am one of the earliest risers on the morning show on News4Jax. I anchor the 5 and the 6 a.m. and then I also report. I think I usually shop for clothes that are easy, you know, things that I can throw on and run and pick the kids up, go to the grocery store, but still try to just be a little bit stylish.
Melanie is such a fun and bright person, and so I wanted to show that in the clothing that I picked for her.
So this is a perfect work dress.
Yes, that's actually what I had in mind when I was shopping for you, something that you might wear on air.
Good. And I like this detail because it kind of like cinches in the waist here.
Yeah, the teal dress had this cool like plating and these details on the side of the dress. They kind of double as a design element, but also something to make you look a little slimmer in the waistline.
I love this one also. This is a great color.
Yes, I mean, of course, I knew that you love color, so when I was shopping for you, that's what I kept in mind is the color.
Yeah.
And what also stood out to me was the fabric. Like, it just seems so comfortable and easy. She mentioned as a mom that she loves pieces that she can just throw on, but still have a little style to them. The colors immediately stood out to me, but it didn't have that button that was on there. So I thought, why not show this beautiful color on Melanie and save a garment from the landfill? So I just kind of rummaged through my extra button box and sewed one on for her.
I love this dress. It's so pretty.
Melanie, this color is just gorgeous on you.
You know, I love the brightness. I feel like when I put it on, I just like lit up.
Melanie in the red dress just was like a literal flame. I was so excited that she loved that dress because I knew it would be good on her, but when she loved it too, it just made me even happier. She's just going to glow because we have our beautiful blue river and that red is gonna pop.
I'm Eden Kendall, and I am the morning show host on 99.9 Gator Country and the co-host of River City Live that airs every single weekday at 11 o'clock on Channel 4. Even when I'm on TV, I really want to be comfortable. I look for things that just kind of, the fabric feels right, the head already fits. I don't typically go and get things tailored. And I'm a thrifter. I go to Goodwill all of the time, even the rest of the year when we're not getting ready for a fashion show like this. I'm always popping tags at Goodwill.
So when I'm shopping for different clients and models, I think about like what they love about their bodies and what they love to wear. She loved showing off her shoulders and her arms, but I wanted to kind of, elevate her style a little bit. I love that color on you.
Me too. It's the color. I like the tie, and I like the little slit right here, and I like the fact that somebody has never obviously worn this dress before.
Oh my gosh. When I was shopping at Goodwill and I found that dress, I couldn't believe the tag was still on it and it said $139. That dress was $7.49. Oh my gosh, that looks so good on you.
Thank you. I love this.
Yeah,
I love this. This feels very
silhouette.
me.
The way it drapes is just so flattering on you.
Thank you. I really like it. I like the way it moves. And I thought when I first saw it, it might be too form-fitting, but for some reason it drapes in a way that...
I love that red dress on Eden because of the cool neckline and the details on the sides of the dress. Oh my gosh.
This is fun.
Eden, this is such a fun color on you.
Definitely has that pop.
When I was shopping for Eden, I was really drawn to color for her. And I loved that chartreuse because it's very on trend, but it also would look great on her. I love this whimsical detail. It's so fun. And it's the silk chiffon drape on her shoulder. That was just a fun, whimsical detail. And the drapiness of it would look so good on the runway.
My name is Anthony Austin. I'm the evening anchor for First Coast News here in Jacksonville. So I spend most of my life wearing suits, but when I'm not in a suit, I look for something that I like to call casual sophistication. Something you can maybe wear out to brunch or a casual business meeting.
Anthony's a news anchor, so I wanted to keep him tailored and really think about how he presents himself to the world.
I'm not sure about this.
I'm not sure about it either.
I don't hate it. I kind of like the shirt, but
It feels very Florida, but it
very
doesn't
Florida.
feel very Anthony.
no, not
The
really.
striped shirt works for him, but it's not quite him.
Not
I
me.
wonder if this jacket would help.
Oh, that's gonna take it to another level.
Can you
All
believe
right.
I found this at Goodwill?
No, I cannot believe you found this at Goodwill.
Oh yeah, that color looks so good on you.
Ties it all in together.
Totally, it pulls that stripe out of that shirt. The striped shirt looked good with the jacket because it has that coral stripe in it and it pulls that color together.
So this is a shirt I would definitely buy for myself. I can't believe this is at Goodwill. In fact, I would probably, if I saw this in the store, I would buy it. This is probably something I would wear to dinner or maybe a casual business meeting.
It looks really good on you. The fabric looks really nice and I love this little detail. That just really, that's what I look for when I'm shopping at Goodwill.
It's a comfortable shirt, and I like I said, I like the colors and I like how it all kind of blends together. I think it's just perfect.
With that Goodwill blue. Those colors look so good on him, and the pattern is really fun too. I think that it brings out his personality.
Yeah, I like this. With the pocket square too. This is perfect.
The silhouette, I love the blue shirt and the jacket together because they're both this casual fabric, but they're tailored nicely to Anthony.
I loved all the selections today, like all the clothes I would probably buy for myself. And my final outfit, I loved it. I want to keep it.
I think the blue shirt and the coral jacket are gonna look great together on the runway.
I am Carrie Speckman. I am a writer here in Jacksonville and a blogger, and the official selfie queen of Jacksonville.
I love shopping for Carrie because we both have colorful hair. We're not afraid of prints and color and patterns.
What do you think of this one?
I absolutely love this color on you.
It is I love this color, and it's super soft and comfy.
I picked it out because it was a really nice drapey, but also seemed comfortable for
Yeah,
me.
I love it though. Oh, and can we talk about these shoes? These are
shoes?
Coach shoes? How much were these shoes?
So when I was shopping at Goodwill, I found these Coach flats. I was really surprised. They were barely used. They were probably brand new. I know those shoes would probably be well over $100 in the store, but they were $9.99.
I could be in my dress and my Coach shoes. So glamorous.
Carrie's been in the show a few years, and I don't know that I've ever seen her in a jumpsuit. And when I found this jumpsuit, I thought it was so cool because it's not her typical style, but it did remind me of her. Carrie,
love
this
it.
looks great on you.
Do you think so? It feels amazing. It's so comfy.
I love the fluttery sleeve on
Yes,
it.
and
It is so fun.
What material is this? It's very light and
It's a poly rayon blend, and I actually get really excited when I find things at Goodwill with this fabric because it's so comfy and easy to travel.
I love that. I mean, it's black, but you could totally wear it in summer.
Yes.
Because it's so lightweight and roomy. And also, pockets.
Who doesn't love pockets?
I love pockets.
I think that Carrie's gonna pop on the runway.
I loved that jacket. I loved the look of it, the fit. I loved everything about it.
It's a party dress. There's an expectation that we are gonna have fun.
The red dress with the lace sleeves and the yellow shoes, it just looked great, and she did a wonderful job. The Goodwill mission is helping people with barriers to employment find meaningful work. If we help lift these people up and find employment here in town, that lifts the economy, that lifts everything, and it's really important, and it's just something that I care a lot about, and I want to do what I can.
I love everything that Goodwill represents. I love what they do in our community. In fact, I volunteer with Take Stock in Children, which is part of Goodwill, where we mentor kids here in the community. I've been doing that for about 5 years now, and I have to tell you, it's priceless.
Goodwill does such good work, not just for the community to be able to buy things at reduced cost, and also it's green, they recycle the items and it goes back into the community, but it also helps to get people jobs. It is a sustainable business that really is thriving and helps our community.
When you shop at Goodwill, there's no choice between fashion and sustainability. You get both.
thank you so much to our local talent for highlighting the sustainable, affordable, and stylish fashion that can be found at Goodwill. When you shop at Goodwill, you can feel good knowing that you're not only wearing affordable, fashionable items, but you are also providing jobs for people in your community. Let's head into the mission portion of our program. Hear from Goodwill CEO David Ray on the humble beginnings of Goodwill and how it's grown to change many people's lives for the better by breaking down barriers to employment.
Goodwill started in North Florida in 1940. We've been here for 80 years. Our first year we had 600 donations, employed 25 people, and a total of $6,000 of revenue. Today, we employ almost 800 people, and we're a $40 million organization helping thousands. In fact, last year, over 8,000 jobs get filled by our community. The Goodwill movement started with Edgar J. Helms in 1902. He ran a congregation in Boston, Massachusetts, and they were struggling coming together with food and basic necessities in life. And ultimately, he found his way to collecting donated items from the community that his congregation repaired, put back together, and turned around and sold each week at a bazaar. And so began the Goodwill movement. I don't think Helms could have realized how large the movement would become. We have 161 Goodwills across the United States and Canada. Our main business unit is donated goods. That's where we accept donations from the community. It's how the community supports us. It's all that we ask for, gently used items. Every donation counts. We take almost everything, and we turn those donations into work throughout our retail system. There are so many barriers to employment, whether it's economic, whether it's legal troubles, whether it's family issues, transportation, poor work history. Our job at Goodwill is to give those a second or a third chance. To become a productive member of society is to feel like you're a part of something bigger. You're contributing to your community. You're helping your family. You're supporting yourself, others.
They changed my life for the better. Yes, they did, for the better, for giving me an opportunity. And I thank them, because Goodwill is about helping people. I was getting out of prison, and I had to get my life together. My issues that I had in my past was because of the drug world, the way I was brought up with my mom, my stepdaddy, and stuff. He mostly sold drugs throughout the years, so that's why I feel like I fell into that world. I was getting in trouble, after trouble, after trouble, after trouble. After so many times I got out of trouble, I realized that wasn't what my world was cut out to be. I had to grow. I feel like that was my time to grow. Through a word of mouth that I heard Goodwill hired, so we stopped at Goodwill. Went in there, put my application in. I promised we weren't going by the hour from Goodwill when I received that call. And she interviewed me, and I told her, about my background and stuff. So she told me she was putting me in laundry. I was surprised. If you're a felony, it's hard. It's hard to get a job.
First time I met Kathy was on the floor of in the laundry. And, the first thing about Kathy is just her personality. And you knew right away she was different, but you could see that there's that leadership already instilled in her. She was one of those that wanted to learn everything right off the bat, which is pretty cool. Usually you're trying to prod people into cross-training and kind of getting out of their comfort zone, but not Kathy. She wanted to know everything because she knew she wanted to be a leader, and she didn't mind telling you.
I almost went up to try to be a laundry supervisor, and I didn't get it, and I got discouraged, but I knew God wasn't ready for me to get it then.
She wanted more than just being a production worker, so it wasn't long that she was promoted to a team lead and given some supervisor responsibility.
It felt good. I had power. To get that lead position finally, I was glad, I was happy, because I felt like God was listening to me. And that didn't stop me. I didn't stop there.
We had an opening for supervisor in the warehouse, and I was asked her, what do you think about Kathy? She was ready to maybe find something different to get out of the laundry, and I said, absolutely, without hesitation. I'd start her today.
Working with Ken is one of the greatest things that I have experienced. One of the greatest, because he's caring. And the responsibility that he felt like I was ready for, he gave them to me. And when he gave them to me, he ain't took them back.
Kathy loves Goodwill. Kathy loves being a leader, a supervisor, because she has the opportunity not just to lead, but now to teach and help people along their journey coming from incarceration or homelessness or whatever it may be. She walked in those shoes that they're walking in. She'll take that one-on-one time with some of the people that may be struggling, rising above of who she used to be to where she is now, that she's a member of management. She's a supervisor. She's not the employee, she's the leader. And people can see now she's the example of where you can come out of that and what you can be at Goodwill. And she loves Goodwill. She is the mission. And that speaks volumes because that's who she is, and she cannot wait to tell the next person, this is what Goodwill does. This is what Goodwill's done for me and can do for you.
There was a lot of challenges. When my niece died in April 13, 2018, they flew her to Orange Park Medical Center. So when I got out, the doctor came in and told us that she's gone. And I'm like, no. So I went outside to go find Junior. Junior was 13. And Junior's her first child. So when coming in, he looked at me, he just shut off running, because he knew what I was finna tell him. Me and my niece, Charlie, was real close. So I stepped up to the plate, gained the custody of Junior. It's another reward, it's another task.
She was so excited about officially having guardianship and custody of her nephew, and knew that it was the right thing. And I can remember asking her, I said, are you sure you're up for this? And she said, I've never been more sure about anything in my life.
If I would have had that mentor to help me along the way to catch me before I fell, I felt like I would have took a different turn than the turn that I took. Goodwill truly gave me, when they hired me in 2009, they gave me that chance that I need. They gave me that comeback what I need. Every day I'm learning something new. I'm listening to people. I'm learning something so I can go further. And I'm gonna keep striving. Just keep striving. Keep striving.
We believe that getting a job is the start. The power of work is amazing, but we need to help our community skill up through education, through trade certifications, so we can be ready for the jobs of tomorrow that are really here today. And it's imperative that we help reskill our workforce to meet those jobs.
Before Goodwill and A-Step and FSCJ, I was living at my mom's house with my 2 kids in a room. I was working as a cashier, and I just was doing the retail thing to survive, and I kind of just wondered what life was going to be like and decided to start researching different opportunities. I wanted more for me and my kids. I, in a roundabout way, came to welding, and I looked at YouTube and fell in love with it, so I decided to go to school for it. I applied, and the lady that I talked to, she decided to tell me about A-Step and Martha.
My first interaction with Kayla, she came to my office. She wasn't happy of what was going on in her life at that point regarding her income and what she could do and what she could provide for her kids. She knew that something had to change, and so I'm really happy that she came to us and asked us for our help. She already knew that she wanted to do the welding program, so we decided to use our resources to help her in other things that she needed help with, like childcare, gas cards, and of course our support. She needed a lot of support.
At first, they took care of daycare so I could focus on school. That was my biggest concern and expense. that I knew I wasn't going to be able to cover on part-time work.
Being single mom, trying to take care of the kids, going back to school, I knew that one of the things that's going to make her remain and stick to the plan is if she chose something that she wanted.
I guess the thing I never really knew until I got into it was that it was my passion. It was something that lit me up. I mean, when I first struck an arc, I can't tell you how giddy, girly squeal I did under my hood. Just it's something that it's like painting with fire. It sparks your creativity, it sparks your passion.
Regarding the welding program, she chose the full-time daytime, which means she has to be there from 7:30 until 4:30, which is very intense, trying to be able to be a student, mother, and employee at the same time when it's only 7 days and 24 hours a day. But she did.
There are challenges with raising two little boys whenever you're trying to do other things. Their energy levels were way beyond my energy levels by the time I got to them. They were all ready to play, and I was all ready to kind of chill out from the day. And they kept me on my toes. They kind of helped me to see how my limits were being stretched in a good way and what I was capable of as a mom. The first job I got as a welder, I was ecstatic and nervous at the same time. It's way different whenever you're welding in school versus out in, the elements and welding on people's boats, and it gets a little intimidating. But I was super excited, and the job that I work at now, which is my second welding job, that one blew my mind.
I am still amazed of how fast she jumped from one place to another, being the second one the best that ever happened to her regarding benefits and the pay rate and everything that she wanted to do, including buying a home, her first home. That is an amazing accomplishment.
When I bought my house, it was again surreal. I had only rented up until that point, so it was kind of like stepping into another world of adulthood, and they love the yard. They just go explore every inch for acorns, and they love picking up acorns and putting them in plastic bags, so that's their thing.
She listened to me, every single thing that I said to her, and she applied it. She wanted to do it, and I think that's part of being successful too. Able to follow not only your heart, but the instructions of people that really care about you, and she did.
I don't think I would have been able to actually go to school if I didn't have A-Step helping me.
She needed somebody there for her. And when you have tried in the past and failed, it is hard for you to believe in yourself.
It's so much more than just a financial support. There are people out there that are rooting for you, and they want to watch you succeed probably more than sometimes you feel you want to succeed. In NASCAR, they have those, pit stops and the pit crew, and that's kind of how it is. They're like, when your tires are falling off, they're like, hey, we got you, let's go. Get back out there. So if it were just me, it would have been so easy to give up.
She gains so much strength and found herself what she's capable of, going through all these challenges that she did through the welding program. And after this, the sky is the limit for her.
My plans for the future kind of consist of me eventually gaining enough experience to where I get to start teaching. I want to expose women to what some might feel is a big burly man's job. It's really not just a trade, it's a journey that you kind of sign up for. And I kind of learned who I was through doing this.
You've heard it today. Goodwill is a self-sustaining organization that is not only good for the environment through reuse and recycling, we help the entire community by providing affordable clothing and household items, and we break down barriers to employment. Thank you so much to our amazing network of donors, sponsors, employees, customers, board of directors, and you, our viewers. We couldn't do what we do without your support. So please spread the word and share our mission with your friends and family. Continue to support our organization by donating your gently used items. Together, we will create a community where every person finds meaningful employment and career opportunities. Thank you.